Is it systemic racism that your microphone's so quiet in here compared to your white friends?
I'm sorry. I'm Barack Obama, king of all black people.
That was a little louder. That was a little better.
I am Soda, king of all the non-binary people out there.
So how does it feel like knowing that David Pakman is a grifter at best and an opportunist at worst?
I'm a son of Vladimir Putin.
I love grifters. I've touched
How does it feel that David Pakman's a grifter or an opportunist?
How is he a grifter?
That's pretty funny you ask. Here, well, let me explain. So David Pakman seems to oscillate rapidly between caring and not caring about the election and doing fucking how-to videos on YouTube instead of spending his life advocating for what he believes in. Interesting, no?
What do you mean? What kind of how-tos?
How to pass a fucking basketball, for one.
Pakman is good. He advocates his beliefs well. He's
See, you guys have no argument against that because I pointed out something you didn't even know.
Listen, dude, I don't even agree with Pakman on everything. I'm much more left-wing than Pakman. But Pakman
you must feel so
is an
special.
honest man, and he's calm, and he wants to provide a real realm of discussion. I respect
Which I'm not getting here, so clearly he didn't do a great job with his Discord.
What do you mean? He's done a great job. We talk about
not if you're his representative.
We have all sorts of folks coming in here, and you know what? You're the only one lately that we've had this much of an issue with.
I don't have an issue. You're the one with the issue. I didn't say I had an issue.
No, dude, you're very antagonistic.
I'm not antagonistic. I came in here to have a discussion. You guys were talking about the most disgusting crap.
Okay, discussion about what?
We're making jokes.
What do you want?
I wanted to have a discussion about David Pakman's politics and his election stuff.
What do you want to have a discussion
about? Okay, let's actually have a discussion about that. I think that's interesting.
No, we only talk to non-reptiles.
No, he's saying, yeah, he's a non-reptile. We're all reptiles. He's a non-reptile. So
all of a sudden, he wants to talk about some stuff after we prove that he's a reptile, right?
No, but I am interested. I am interested. What do you think about David Pakman's politics, and what do you think is incorrect or wrong about his statements?
So this is less incorrect or wrong, but it showed how cold-blooded he was to me. Do you remember election night? Were you watching that stream? Because Steven was, and he was messaging me about. Sorry, he was messaging me about it. Do you remember? Did you watch it?
I mean, I was mostly on Destiny's when election night, but.
Destiny's was sort of similar from what I heard, but I didn't watch that. So David Pakman, at the end of the night, what was he at 25% panic mode?
I mean, people were kind of a little bit worried, but at the same time, they understood that mail-in balloting takes a bit of time. I think the reason why we all kind of didn't shit ourselves is because Arizona got called. If Arizona did get called for Republican, he would have called the vote then and said that, election's over, stop the count, I won. That's just the kind of person he is.
So this is
and that's why he stayed up till 4 a.m. on fucking election night trying to give a speech, hoping that he would be able to do that, but he didn't have the ability to do that because Arizona was blue.
Right. So that's another discussion, I think, for another day. But I think it was very interesting that David Pakman and all his fans knew that there was going to be this insane spike for Joe Biden.
No way.
I watched a lot of liberals freak out.
Listen. No, wait. I have a point to make. We knew that Joe Biden was going to get a lot of the mail-in votes because Trump was delegitimizing mail-in votes for months before, and his supporters do everything he tells them to do. So we knew that was what was going to happen.
Okay.
Like, that's why we knew. We saw it coming because Trump made it obvious.
But still.
His own words told me what was going to happen. I predicted this whole election. My family has become true believers in everything I say because I predicted about everything that happened up to this point.
Okay, but still, you don't think that's a little suspicious?
No,
wait a second. He's a Russian agent. That's why he knew. He's a Russian agent.
Sounds like it.
Okay,
Lou from Arkansas.
This reptile needs to listen. Needs to hear Dad. He wants to hear Dad. He doesn't want to listen to your common sense explanation. He talks reptile. Talk to reptile with him.
No, bullshit.
Well, okay, I'll talk some reptile.
Yeah.
See, this is back to the name calling and
the world.
You're gonna stand over here and criticize David when you're in the fucking Discord?
Listen, all right. Again,
I even have
again with the personal
sources-
attacks. Again with all the nastiness. It's funny. I don't know why we can't do what Tom says.
Well, listen, I even have sources that are like connected with the Chinese government and stuff.
Well,
So,
no,
like,
that's the thing though. You guys are insulting me, and
I
you have
know
this
what's
woman
going
over
on in
here
the world
clearly
pretty
losing
well.
her composure, and I'm trying to talk about the election stuff.
Why? Who insulted you?
You
Tom,
have
can you break this
fallacies.
up?
See,
Who insults you? We give you insider
No, you said I was a
information
lizard again.
that only chosen one know, and you're calling us insulting you? What are you talking
No,
about?
you need to stop calling me a lizard. And Susie, you need to learn your place. You just jumped in here to attack me and
Jesus
scream at me.
Christ, dude!
What?
Shut the fuck up
Hey,
with that
you
shit.
hear
It's
that?
true.
You hear that,
I need to
Vladimir?
You
learn my
attacked
place.
me.
Stop attacking people. I will yell into my
You
mind.
gotta learn your place, immigrant.
Stop attacking me.
Nice.
What the
so
fuck?
Nah, I'm
Incoming.
with you,
My
Susie.
place?
It's just
That's
some
what he
bullshit.
was saying.
She's screaming
Yo,
again.
gamers,
Just
you might
stop
want to
her.
like deafen yourselves.
see,
Thank
so
you.
you were
I'm not
saying that
deafening
like,
myself. Somebody
how
just told me to learn my place. What does that mean?
the
It means what it sounds like. I don't know how else to say it. Be nice to me. I'm a guest.
What does it mean?
Okay, well,
You're the reason we
we'll
lost
learn
this
that
election,
later.
you and your state. So I don't really want to hear any crap.
Reptile, hey Reptile, you want some grass? You want some grass?
Is
You're
that
a guest,
a nickname
Reptile.
for one of you? I'm
We
tired of
could
being
use some
insulted.
weed.
Oh,
Yeah, you want some weed?
I don't care.
he's like a card.
Weed would be good, dude. Yeah, it'd chill you out.
moderator
I don't
when
smoke
we
weed.
need one.
For some
I
water.
love how that's what it is. It's always where's the cops, where's the mods, but you guys want to abolish the police and all that crap. It's just funny. So
Well,
I'm
obsessed
trying to
with
be like
authority.
the Chris Wallace
No one wants to
moderator in
abolish
this,
the
but
police.
you know, I'm kind of failing.
You don't know what
Tom,
defund
take
the
it from
police
here. I'll let
means,
you. I'll
dude.
defer to you, Tom.
I got an answer.
We want to change the way police work. We don't want to get rid of them.
My
Everyone,
mic is
listen to
now
what
more
Tom
sensitive, guys.
says.
Do you want to ask a question? Because he said that like it's suspicious even after you were telling him all the reasons why we knew the mail-in votes would favor Biden, and immediately after you finished, he said, "Well, isn't that still suspicious?" And I
It
want
is.
to ask, how is that suspicious? Because
I'll tell you.
what we knew beforehand.
So I'll tell you.
Because Trump was
So-
delegitimizing.
so-
Why did can I ask C Space? Why did William Barr come out and say that there was not enough election fraud to overturn
Simple.
the election?
Okay.
Even if there was election fraud, even if there is election fraud, which is sure debatable. We can go saying that's debatable.
That's
But
it's
there is
simple.
not enough election fraud to change the outcome of the election.
Can I tell you?
So if the
I can tell you.
AG, the attorney general that fucking Trump appoints is saying this, why would you still back the rhetoric that
It's pretty obvious, isn't it, Tom? The deep state
No,
is.
can I tell you- can I answer-
Let me
can I-
fucking talk for a second. Jesus, the deep state can intimidate
Yeah,
anyone out of it
Yeah,
at any point to say whatever they want. Barr had
Yeah,
to
you
back
know-
down because
no.
his family was possibly at risk.
C-Space.
What?
C-Space, shut up. I know. I'm a Trump supporter. Shut up. I
No, you're
voted for
not.
Trump, okay? I can tell you.
Okay.
I can tell you. Oh, reptile people.
Sure you
us,
are.
us reptile people, shut up.
Yeah,
all
reptile,
us reptile
funny.
people
Leftist
hate all
joke.
people all the fishes that swim in a deep swamp, okay? We want to swim there, okay? We hate
You
those
don't even
fucking
live in
fishes.
this
We're
country.
reptile people. We want to get rid of deep swamp or deep space, whatever the fuck it is. So that's why AG is a fish. He's a fishman, okay, from a deep swamp.
What
That's
are you
why he
talking
was
about?
covering
You
for all the
sound
bad people.
insane.
And Trump is a reptile, and
You
we stand
sound
by our
insane right
reptiles.
now.
What
You
the
understand?
fuck are y'all talking
Stand
about?
by him.
What are you
We
talking
hate all
about?
those fishes. We hate
Hey,
fish
hey.
people. We're
All right,
reptiles.
so Delmer,
Your
congratulations.
mic
You're first
is
on my
like being
muted.
destroyed right now.
His mic is gonna come out like
No, I'm just saying. C-Space, he's my compatriot. We're reptiles.
All right, Todelmer's now muted.
Look at
I can't
reptile
hear him
people.
anymore. I'm not interested.
Sick of waiting. I'm sick of waiting for it. Let's force feed him soy.
Are there any other real questions?
How much C Space? How much faith do you have in institutions?
Institutions? It depends on the institution. Like the Supreme
Okay.
Court. Sorry, what?
Okay, so you have in Supreme Court and like other like legislative bodies
Hey,
And
just
other
one
things
question, really quick.
like what?
Did you?
Sorry. I'll let you finish.
Did
Fine.
you? No, this is a personal one. Did you also mute Todelmer because he keeps making the same unfunny speech?
No, I didn't mute him, but it's people like to do character attacks when other people do character attacks. So
Okay, sure. So what was your question?
So the question was how much faith do you have in American institutions, and when does it stop, and when does the faith continue?
The faith continues as long as they do what's constitutionally correct and they protect our values. So institutions like the Supreme Court, institutions like the U.S. military, these kinds of things, you know.
Okay, so U.S. military and Supreme Courts is like the only two institutions that you believe in the United States?
I am not a fan of big government.
No, but like,
Bro, what is even big government? What is
Big government is government
Yeah.
overreach. Big government is like Green New Deal saying that you can't spend gas money.
Green New
That's
Deal
not-
wasn't
that's not
even
what-
a fucking. Oh my god, that's not a bill or anything. That was just literally
It's
like
an idea by
this is the
AOC,
way.
you can
This is the
find it.
way that we should be moving in the future.
But
That
it's there.
it was like a resolution of just like, hey guys, I think that over the future we should start trying to implement these policies. It's not a policy. It's more of just like a suggestion to the fucking floor.
Yeah, and
And
that's
that
how
was what she
policies get
offered.
made. That's how policies get made.
That's the whole point of the Green New Deal.
Sounds a lot of
Right, but there's no policy that you can point to. You can point to that as saying, like, I don't agree with the overarching
Here's
agenda
what I don't
of
agree
this.
with. All
But
right.
the agenda in general is like there's nothing to really like harp on other than like certain points. And then even if you apply these to policies, then you would go over those points and remove or like make it more moderate. So
That
so
sounds
anytime
like
anybody
a crap load of regulations to me.
We're literally about to kill.
we have a shitload of regulations for fucking everything.
We do, and there's
You
too
think when
much.
you buy a car? You think when you buy a car that there isn't a shitload of fucking
Not if you buy them off the
regulations to
parking
make
lot
sure?
or for cash.
No,
Pink slip.
the car that was built,
Pink slip.
was built off of American regulations. So even if you're buying an old
By companies, not
like a
government.
1990 car, yes, by government.
No, the government didn't design the Mustang. Government didn't design the F-150.
They didn't design the Mustang, but they set the
Thank
regulations
you.
to make the Mustang fucking part of the system. You can't build a car that's like fucking 40 feet long or 40 feet wide. You can't
Plymouth
drive a box on a
Superbird.
fucking.
Plymouth Superbird, look it up.
That has literally nothing to do with
It does. You just said you can't build a very long car. There's also limos.
That's not.
Okay, sorry,
Oh,
I said
no.
I meant wide. You can't build it outside of the boundaries of what
Hummer
it is
H2.
trying to drive on.
You can't
Hummer
have a
H2.
car that-
Hummer
Garbage
H2
truck.
stuff is-
There's wide cars too, buddy. You're swinging and missing.
Garbage
here.
trucks are not
because
fucking
they're
garbage.
Cars can take up lanes that will crash into other cars. That's literally impossible.
You're not allowed to crash into other cars.
Yeah, you can't have a car that has 2 lanes.
There are more than 2 lanes in some states too. You have to look at it
What?
state by state.
The problem with the conservative
Some small
mindset
roads
was-
have 1 lane, and they're one ways. Anything else?
Hold on.
Agree there's a reason why there's limits on how much a car can emit in CO2. Do you understand why there's a cap on that?
There's a cap on that because government employees need a job to do. Yes. It's a very useless cap. It's a very stupid thing.
Oh my
God.
Oh my god!
What's funny about
C-Space, I honestly understand why you get why Destiny doesn't want to debate you and why Vosh fucking destroys you in arguments, even
He
though
didn't
Vosh is
destroy
not
me.
like the end all be all of
He didn't
fucking.
destroy
No,
me.
dude. I trust. I trust. I'm not gonna watch that fucking video because honestly, every single take that I've heard you say has been easily refuted, but you just refuse to use the empirical evidence there to actually formulate your fucking opinion. You just
This is
have an
another
opinion.
attack.
You're going to double, triple, quadruple down what Trump does on your opinions. You don't give a shit about other people's, like what their thoughts, what the process is,
Sure I do.
what regulations are. You don't care.
Yes, I
You just
do.
want to be right.
Okay.
Well, I
wait,
am
wait.
right, but we're working backwards from I'm right, but I'll hear other arguments.
Okay, C-Space.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to any of these arguments.
C-Space.
Gotta win.
C-Space. This is not on the similar topic, but do you personally as just an individual,
Uh-huh.
believe that outside of any other thing, that Trump will be in office past January 20th.
I think if everything turned... Wait, you're asking me or should he?